Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Moonriver. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. If you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one so that you have more context. It's going to be in the top right-hand corner of your video right now. So watch that before watching this one. And I do want to quickly mention our sponsor. Guys, if you're looking for the best crypto bot trading platform, then I have to talk about Bitsgap. Bitsgap is the leading crypto bot trading platform since 2017. They have over 500,000 trusted traders, and they do have more than 3.7 bots started already, with their trading volume going above $300 billion. As you can see, they have multiple bots ready to use on their platform: the dollar cost average bot, the sideways channel bot, the classic bot, the combo bot, and the scalper bot. Simply connect your exchange and start trading with your bot. They have Binance, KuCoin, Bybit, and 15 more exchanges at the OKX exchange as well. And here you can get a nice discount if you switch to the 6-month plan. You can save 17% and you can start your 7-day free trial with the link down below in the description. Automate your crypto trading with Bitsgap. Now jumping into the daily chart, this is from TradingView and the chart is from KuCoin. So we are on the daily. As you can see, we are above the 20 EMA on the daily, which is a very bullish sign. But we're hitting the 55 EMA, we're wicking towards the 55 EMA, and that is currently our major resistance level at $16-ish. And if we manage to break that and hold above that, solidify above that, that would be a very bullish sign. And at that point, I would be expecting a bullish cross on the daily chart, which is when the 20 crosses above the 55, and that is a major bullish sign and a major buy signal for those of you who are waiting on the sidelines. But I have been accumulating Moonriver at these prices. My average buy-in price is $10.30, and this is where I bought my Moonriver, over here at this bottom. And if you want to get my trade alerts, then feel free to join in my Patreon. I do leave my trade alerts, low cap gems, TA, video requests. A lot of stuff is going to be in there, so make sure to check that out. It's a great way to get more exclusive content. So, like I said, the 1.272 of this Fibonacci retracement is a major resistance level, and this Fibonacci retracement is set up in a way where we have this swing high in May, and the swing low is over here at the beginning of May. So basically a couple of days difference, but we did get our 1.618 target at $13.50, and the second fib level was at $11.19. So if you bought in at these levels, then let's say you bought in slightly above the second fib level, you could have been in profit you could have had a profit of 50%, right? So we did pump all the way to almost $17 a couple of days ago. So that was a great level for you to buy, to take some profits and buy back in lower potentially. So you did have a nice 16% drop here, 17% drop. And the major resistance level, other than the 1.272, which is obviously a level that we've retested as resistance multiple times, another level is $18.20 over here, which is this swing low. And as you can see, we did wick towards this area back at the beginning of July, but I would expect some sort of a resistance here, and we're going to run into resistance, and then we're going to come back for a key level of support. And I do think that that is going to happen because the markets are not very strong yet. I do think this is going to be simply a lower high, and I do think Bitcoin will go back down below $20,000. Hopefully I'm wrong. I hope I am wrong, but we did not yet have the miners capitulation, which usually is the last kind of signal that tells you that the bottom is in. We haven't had that yet, so that's why based on previous data, you cannot ignore that. But there are some indicators pointing towards the fact that we have actually bottomed out in June, and we are above the 200 moving average right now on Bitcoin. So a lot of factors point towards a lot of things, but you have to be ready for both outcomes. That is my motto, and that is what I try to teach on this channel. So you have to be ready for a pump to the upside. You need to know where you want to take profits or If you don't want to take profits, then don't do that, obviously. And if you go down, you need to know where you want to buy, and you need to have those buy limit orders set up in advance, because I think that is the smartest way to go about things. And again, we have this nice buy zone anywhere from $13.50 all the way to $10.72. If we manage to drop back down into the zone, this is a great buying opportunity. And obviously, we can have a black swan event out of nowhere, and we can see large wicks to the downside. So if you have some buy limit order set up in this zone, I think that is smart. And until we get to $18, you know, I'm not going to give you any higher levels potentially, because you do have quite a bit of few Fibonacci levels here above us. But for that, we would need to break major resistance levels, and we need to get the bullish cross on the daily chart. So once we start getting there, I'll give you more targets to the upside. But $18 right now is good, and the 786 slightly above that at $20.23 is also a nice level of resistance. Now, jumping into the daily RSI, as you can see, we do have this green trend line that we are adhering to as resistance. In the last video, I did show you a couple of nice bounces from that trend line, so that was a good indicator for you to know when to take profits. And we are in this nice uptrend here. So you have a move to the upside, and you're looking for a move to the downside now. Now, where is that move going to, you know, bottom out? And I'm just going to be looking at this sort of zone here. If we are actually flipping bullish, then I would expect a bounce from this zone if we are going to have a pullback. And from here, we're going to go into the overbought potentially, because this is where you had a move to the upside and you reversed from there. And this is where you have a move to the downside and you bounce from here. So this zone over here is a nice support zone that we've back tested already. And in case of another pullback, this is something that you want to target. Now, if we see a major capitulation, we get some bearish news for Bitcoin and the markets start bleeding, this red trend line below is a very good entry point, because we've done that. We've bounced from this trend line 3 times, okay? Once in January, once in May, once in June. We lost it for a bit in June, and then we had another move to the upside above it. So this red trend line is very important, and the white trend line below as well here at 18.9 on the index. That is a great entry point in my opinion. So this is based on the daily RSI, and I do want to switch over to the Binance website. So moving over to the weekly chart, I do want to show you this this chart here. So this is from Binance, and as you can see, we have the 20 EMA up already, and it is currently sitting at $40. And in downtrends, we usually backtest the 20 EMA as resistance. So potentially, considering the fact that Moonriver has a lot of these wicks to the upside and a lot of strong wicks, then we could potentially see a wick all the way. I'm not saying that's going to happen right now, or once we start accumulating, and if we break more resistance levels, we may run into the 20 EMA on the weekly as resistance. And from where we are right now, that is a 167% profit, which is not too bad in my opinion. As you can see, we did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 red candles, and right now we're having our 7th green candle. And I do think this is a nice relief rally, just because we were so oversold here. This, you know, strong pullback was very devastating for the markets, and right now we're seeing some, you know, some fresh air into the market, where we're getting some altcoins pumping. Some altcoins are performing better than Bitcoin. And I don't think, like I said, I don't think this is us reversing into the bull market. I do think we're going to have one last capitulation in August/September. Don't know when that's going to happen, potentially October. But I'm ready for both outcomes. I'm ready if we're going to flip into the bull market right now. I'm ready for that to happen as well. Are you? That's the question. Are you ready? So, you know, while we have these sort of sideways movements, I think it's best to figure out your strategy and figure out what you want to do with your crypto down the line, where you want to stake, what are your, you know, targets and all that. So that's really important in my opinion. And moving over to the stochastic RSI on the daily, as you can see, we are in the overbought over here. So I would wait until we come back down into the oversold below the index of 20. That would be something that that needs to happen, which would be a nice confirmation of entry. So this is where you want to buy in here, because the last time you were here was back at the end of June, And right now you've just been in this overbought zone here above the index of 80. So once you come down below the 20, that's a great entry zone. And taking a look at the daily MACD here, as you can see, we have had a nice EMA squeeze at the end of July, and now we're getting above the histogram. And yeah, we're pretty much a bit overextended, I would say, on the MACD. So if you start seeing a pullback and you see a bear cross on the MACD where the moving average crosses below the signal line, that would be your confirmation of the downtrend. But this is a lagging indicator, so the downtrend will start and then you'll get the bearish cross on the MACD. You know, keep that in mind always. But this is a nice indicator here. In June we got the bullish cross, and since then we have been in a downtrend as well since June. But you can see that once you got here, you were really near the bottom, and you did see another move to the downside since then, but you've been in an uptrend, you know, technically speaking, because you're printing higher highs and higher lows, which is very bullish. And based on this Fibonacci retracement, as you can see, we are working towards our 1.618 target, which I gave you in the last video. So we have our swing high over here, and we had our swing low in here, and the 1.618 target was at $17. You could have taken profits because you just wicked there a couple of days ago, and now you can buy back off the 20 EMA. So $13.80, great zone to buy, because this is a major resistance level, and we want to hold above this if you want to continue on to take out this target at the 1.618. So overall, Moonriver is doing pretty good. I would like to buy more below $12. I don't know if I'm going to have the ability to do that, because I don't know if the price is going to go that low. But if it will, then I'm buying more Moonriver for sure. So thank you all for watching. Let me know if I missed out anything important on the charts. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. Feel free to join me on my Patreon. All the links are down below in the description. And make sure to check out BidsGap. Peace out.